All right, hello everyone. This is a very casual, unprepared, unpolished, on-camera live stream where I'm gonna do a bit of work. I want to get better at this. When I set the camera, I get wary about how the room should look, the lights, close the window, put a shirt on, all this stuff. And I don't want to do that. I just want to share my process, and I want to do it every day if I can, a little bit. So I want to remove a friction. So first of all, let me check that the stream is happening. It seems like it is. All right. So we have this blog template, which is one of the starting points for Keystatic of the onboarding. And currently, when it was built, we didn't in Keystatic have the field called relationship. So if you look at the blog post, you can see here there's a series of authors, Boris and Jed, who happen to be the two co-founders of ThinkMill, and they're just stored as a string of text here. Actually, it's the array field. Let me show you in the code. But what we want to do is to have these nice avatars, and then you can sense the relationship between a post, content type, and an author. So if we look at the code, whoa, this is not the page we want to look at. Let's go in the config, Keystatic config file. So right now we have this post collection, and in the schema, you can see that the authors here is an array field. And basically it's just an array with one, inside one text field, which is the name. So it's an array of strings if you want. So if we go back in Keystatic, this is the backend. We are going to have posts, and then each post has an array of authors down here. And so if I add one, this is just a string. Hello. But before I do this, let me backpedal because I'm in the main branch. I shall not want to do this. I've created a work in progress branch that I'm going to switch to. If you don't believe me, you can see here, whip. That's the branch I'm on. Let's toggle Zen mode, get the Explorer out. All right, I'm ready to start. So what I want to do is transform this, instead of just being an array of strings, I want it to be its own collection. So essentially, I want to have posts, and then authors, and then external articles. Make sense? And so then my hope is I can create a post, and then instead of selecting, just adding text strings here, I can pull from one of the authors collection or multiple. I have never used the relationship field, so I think that's interesting too. I'm not kidding you. I've heard people talk about it, but I haven't touched it myself. So I'm discovering it as I go on live stream, which again, it's out of the comfort zone of what I like to do, but I want to improve this, push the boundaries. So let's work that out. So the first thing that I see here is we need a text and an avatar. Arguably, you'd want a link for the Twitter bio or something, but let's go with text and avatar. Do I have anyone watching? Oh, of course. So shout out to Tom Whitaker, which he actually created that template in a record time of 1 day, maybe 2 days. And like I mentioned, there was no relationship field. So this is why it's been built with an array field. So let's see how TypeScript can help us. I'm going to break things. Actually, I'm going to leave that field here because it might break the templates, but we'll pivot out of it and not use it. So there's the post collection, and I'm going to create a new authors collection. So that's a collection. And hopefully that gives you a nice idea of the workflow with Keystatic, Keystatic's TypeScript API, because I can really get autocomplete. We need a schema, slug field, label. So the label will be authors. And then the slug field that we'll use later will be, let's go name. We're going to have an author name as one of the fields. It doesn't exist yet, so it's not happy. schema is going, oh, we also need the directory. So let me stick to the convention of this template content/post for the post. So let's go content/authors. And then the schema, you can see slug field is still unhappy because we don't have a name field, but as soon as I go name, this is going to be our fields.slug. Is it? Yes, I've just made a video today, you might have seen it on Twitter. Basically, the slug is another new field that lets you define not only a text field, but also the slug that is attached to that text field. So our author name will be called author name. And just by setting this, the slug field will have an author name text field, and below it will have a slug field, which is going to be attached to this and kind of like bound and smart about it. So let's take a look at, by just doing this, you can see already, without refreshing the page, we have an authors collection, which is awesome. So our two authors were Jed Watson and Boris Bozic. I guess that's how you say it. Bozic. All right, so author name, Jed Watson. And you can see our slug field at work. Fantastic. We'll create Jed. And let's create also Boris. Da-da-da-da. All right, so we've got two authors. And because, no, I am not. I'm using the, all right, I'm using the GitHub branch thing. So actually, when I do demos, I like to use the storage local, because then it creates the stuff directly inside my files. I can even have the admin UI on the left, the code on the right, and when I save it, auto refreshes, which is cool. But here we are using Git, which means I need to go pull the content that I've just added. And hopefully in the content thing, we're gonna now have authors, and we should see Boris and Jed. Very nice, very simple too. So now we're going to add the other field that we wanted, which was the, no, what am I doing? We wanted to add, where are we? Okay, if I don't have Zen mode, I just can't breathe in my brain. So authors, yes, we want to add a name, that's the, yeah. And then we also want to add an avatar, which is going to be fields.image. So the image field has had a little facelift as well. There's still a label like every field. Sorry for the sniffles, I'm a little bit under the weather. Author what? Avatar. And then, so the new thing in the image field is it also has a directory, because we used to output the images in the same place as the rest of the content. But for example, if you use Next.js and you want to use the image field, you can only access images from the public directory. So you'd have to put all of this in public, which kind of blows a little bit. So now you can do it like this. Public authors. Basically, it's going to output the content like we've seen there, but the image will mirror the slug name of the author and put it in public author / Jed Watson / the image will be there, which is very neat. So back in the code, look at the, I love how I don't even have to refresh it, just like live reloads. So we can add an avatar for Boris. Hey, you can see that. Let me do something real quick before I upload some images of cats and dogs, and I will quickly export Boris and Jed. Ellipse. Is that what I want? I guess so. Let's go 2x. I probably need something better, but I'll export that to Let's go do documents. Documents. How is it called? Oh, it's gonna call it ellipse 1. What am I doing? The live stream brain has caught up with me, and this one is gonna be ellipse 2. Otherwise, it's gonna try to override it. No, I do not want this. Oh my god. Let's do the noobs thing. I just create a new file and then I have it. We can export that one. It's gonna export the... What? Just give me... Go away. All I want is this image. Oh god. 2x. It was going well until now. Alrighty, so let me quickly pull up from the other screen. I'll just, let me do it here so you can't see. I'll just, I'm commenting what I'm doing. I'm going to documents and figuring out the two files that I've created. So the Jed Watson, I'm gonna bring him here. So, I know I gotta upload them, yes, Jed, but I can't find the other one. I think that I have to do the same stuff I've done for Boris. Probably not, but hey, who knows, that worked. This is not a live stream about Figma, although I wish. Yeah, okay, so this one is gonna be Boris. And now, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be amazed. How good does my microphone sound? It's important when you... What is that? When you don't have the face on camera, the voice is everything. Shout out to Tom. He sent me the two images in Slack in the background, like a legend. But I only see them now that I've done all of it. Okay, so look at this. Now I've got Boris. I'm not going to upload this, but look at this. Oh. So in documents, we're going to have Boris here. Cha-ching. Save. And then we're going to go to Jed Watson. And where is Jed Watson? There he is. Cha-ching. Save. So remember how I defined the path to go to public? Let's look at what happened. The content authors is in content authors because of that line. But then the hope is the image is in public / authors. And I was like, oh, it didn't work. But you probably, because you're not streaming, you're probably one step ahead of me and know that I have to pull the content from the VIP branch. And so I will do this. And now, look at this, public, authors, Boris and Jed. I don't know why I do the Russian accent. Neither of them is Russian. Okay, so we get avatar and we get avatar. So the file, despite being named differently, is named after the field, which I guess is kind of nice. Might simplify things, although... All right. Simon, you are cray. Let me check the time because I have to go on a meeting at 4. It's 3:24. Perfect. So now the big hope is to go in the collection post. Why is that? Did I put a breakpoint here? I don't want that. In here, it's gonna break the template, but I can fix it. Let's get rid of authors. Or you know what? Because I'm testing things, I'm gonna do related authors. The reason I'm doing this is so I don't break an existing field and then when I try to look at the UI, it's all balked. So this is going to be fields that relationship. I've never tried this. So TypeScript, teach us what we can do. Oh, nice. Look at this label. I know exactly what to do. Oh, but I want an array. I think, okay, let's try that first. And I think this is going to let me choose just one. I don't know, I've never done it. Collection is the other thing. What do you want, a string? Is that a string that you want? I guess so. All right, so this is new to me. As much as it's new to you, it's new to me. So let's go in post. And let's go in the learning loop. So down there we have our old authors or current authors. And the hope is the related author called author here is a select. All right, so that's a single select, I guess, which is nice already. Can I go command? Okay, so I've got single select going. So, okay, what am I doing? What post is this? This is the learning loop, and I've put Boris on it. If I go check the front, oh my God, there's lots of comments. Hey, Eduardo. And Vince. My stream has a big box blocking the bottom left corner. Yes, I can see that. What is that? I'm glad it's not filming me the whole time because I'm literally shirtless right now. This is, okay, thanks for letting me know that. I will immediately fix it. Remove the beep. There we go. There's a little delay, so, but when you hear this, you'll see it. Okay. What I'm trying to say here is in the front end, let's see if we can pull, so that's the front end UI of the learning loop where I've added this fancy author array. So let's go in the code and see if we can display it. So if I go to a post, pages, I guess it's this one, the dynamic route for the post, and we should have a get static props. Yep. Okay, so we're getting the slug params that post. Yeah, it's looking for the URL parameter of the post. Also, what? Yes, no, it's not a it's not a query param. It's just because it's that's how it works with the router params. It's destructuring from the context.params. Got it. So if there's no, if the slug is not a string, there's an error. What? Why? I like it. But if there is, we read from the config file and then we await the reader collection posts. So we read the slug. So what I just want to start by doing is console.log the post just to see if it might log it in the here in the console. Command J. What? What's going on? It's beeping me. Oh, eCam Live was saying something. Sorry. All right. So maybe here. Oh my God, so many errors. Okay, so I'm logging the post here. No, that's not. That's something else that's logged. Console log post. And then let's open the DevTools here. A little bit bigger, please. Console. Refresh. Yeah, that's the... This is not... Well, I'm not... Oh, it's the banner that's logging something else. I'm not logging this. There's my post. I went with the post key because I console the object destruct. All right, so do we have our related authors? It's null. Why? This is the ThinkMill learning loop. Yes. And in the ThinkMill learning loop, I have added, let's go check the content, post, ThinkMill learning loop. That's the authors, but where's the related author? Okay, so it did not do the thing. That's the nice WYSIWYG file, WYSIWYG markdoc file. Okay, so let's figure out why this did not work. Are we in the, I'm in WIP? I didn't save. Are you telling me I didn't save? I added Boris. I don't know. No, I had saved because it created the, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I can't see the related thing. Okay, so let me refresh that. If I refresh it and this goes back to blank, it means that it didn't save. Now it's here. We are in post, the learning loop, in the WIP branch, save. And here I am still in the WIP branch. Oh, I didn't pull. I pulled the images, but I didn't pull the... See, that's why I switched to local storage for demos. This removes so much back and forth. That makes sense if you have a team, but if you work on your own or do a video like I'm doing now, pardon me. Explorer. Okay, so now if I go here, is the related author is here beautiful, beautiful, which means that when I visit the front end and refresh, it's going to be logged here as, no, it logs in the console, my bad. It's logged here. So we have now in our post a related author of Boris. But that's the slug, yeah? It just gives me the slug. So here's what I have to do. I figured out the path to happiness. Trust me. So if I go in pages, what time is it? 3:30. We good. We good. I go here. All right. So let me get rid of that. Once I have the post, I could do it here where I prepare the data, or because I pass everything, where is it? I pass everything to the actual page, the post is here. I could do it here. So let's go find where the authors are. There's a little span here. Post authors, if there are post authors, and blah, 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 author. So just above here, hello, I'm gonna put a little placeholder. So see that, oh, we're in the grid. What are we in? Are we in flex? Let's go just above that. Okay, so that's where I want to display, go away, sidebar. I want to display the avatar and Jed here. Oh, it's Boris, I think. So what I can do is here is throw in some JavaScript expression, and I go if post dot related. Oh my god, look at this TypeScript. If there is any, let's do something. We're gonna have div. Now I'm in my wheelhouse. I can do Tailwind stuff. Class name equals flex items center gap 4, and we're gonna have here. Do we have the next image here? Image. What we do now? SRC will be. Oh no. I have to do way more than this because I have to await. Well, you know what? Just so it doesn't flop completely. No, it's an array. What is it? What did I log? Yeah, so I don't have the actual post. I have just an array. Oh, it's just one. So I have the related author, but it's not the author, it's the slug. So what I have to do is, because I have to do some server-side node APIs, I have to do it in get static props. Bear with me. We're gonna get this done. So here I get the post. I have the post here. How do I want to do this? Because I only want to do it if I don't want to only do it if there is a post. So here, post content. I don't know. If post dot related authors. Oh, it added the question mark. Let's go like this. Let related. It's just an empty string. If post related authors const. Oh my god, const author equals await reader dot collections dot authors dot reads, and I need the slug, but I have it because it's post dot related author. It sounds weird and confusing because there's an S, because we want an array eventually, but oh my god. But right now, remember, it's just one because we have a single select. 336. I gotta go at 45, 50. All right, so I've got an empty string, and then if there is that, I await that. Actually, an empty object, because that's an object. And then if I have this, I go related author equals author. What am I doing wrong? Const await. JavaScript live on stream. Basically, I just want to. Can I await stuff inside there? I don't know. You know what? Let's just forget the if. This is probably not the best way. Yeah, TypeScript is like, no, you shall not. This can be null. Yes, you want a string. Can I do that? Or an empty string, and then if it's an empty string, it's gonna be empty there. It's gonna be just. All right, let's console log that. Actually, that's a good idea. It should tell me. It should tell me for each post. Oh no, because there's just one. All right, so see, now I have the related, but let's try something. I just want to visit another post. Let's go to the home page, yes, and visit. Oh my god, not that. Help. What I want to try is a post that doesn't have authors. Like this. So what's this log? Yeah, it's null. Okay, yeah, but that works. I don't care if it's null. I just want to pass the data if there is data. Cool. You can find a better way to do it when you're not streaming live with me. So now I will add, look at this. I'll replace the related authors with the related author. This is probably a terrible idea. No, that's a terrible idea. But that should work. Basically, we overwrite the little string of the slug with the actual object or null. So, where was my little hello flex? Here. We have an author. So let's test this. Why does it say this if there wasn't an author? Now I'm confused. Oh, there was an author. Whatever. Oh, yes, yeah, okay, no, I get it. That's the related author we're talking about, not the actual author. So if we have something, it outputs this element, the HTML, otherwise it doesn't. This is terrible coding, but it works. But now, the cool thing is finally I can do my thing. I've done the flex gap. So let's go image. Now, again, be defensive a bit. If post dot related authors post message, I'm not trying to do some iframe. Post dot related authors question mark dot avatar. If we have that, let's go image src, and this is gonna be the interesting part. We have to figure out the source here, and then the width. Let's go. What is let's go 48. Height 48. Alt avatar for post that related authors that name. This one is I didn't do it mandatory, but it should be mandatory. Let's say I've just put that in case there was no avatar, but we should make it compulsory. Why are you not happy with the width? You're trying to access width on an object that doesn't contain it. Is there the image from Next.js? Oh, it's a custom component. Oh, I thought I was using Next.js's image component. Oh, now it's gonna be a rabbit hole, isn't it? Source out caption. Okay, so it's not using Next.js. So what is it doing? Why is there oh, it does the fancy layout for the... Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the import img from next image. That's what I want to use instead, just for that demo. Img. There you go. Now we're using next image. So, Avara. What? Avara? Okay, so like I said, the path is gonna be not tricky, but basically we have put the image inside the public. So we're gonna want to do something dynamic here, which is slash. You don't say public because public is the root. So then it's authors slash I need the slug. Where do I have the slug? I don't think it is there because we don't pass it anymore. Slug slash post that related. Oh no, yeah, it's not related. It's post that avatar. Okay, now I'm completely lost. What am I doing? Let's try this and look at the path that it gives us. It started well and now it's going to poop, isn't it? So the source here is There's an undefined author that, yeah, we don't have a slug. Do I have time to put it? Oh, shite. Maybe not. How about we do this? Forget the next image. Let's just do the layout. So we have the image, and then we have, let's go p tag post dot related author dot name. And because I flex item center gapped them, it's gonna look beautiful. Maybe I should add class name equals h. What is, I said 48, so 12. I said 12. Well, I meant 12. A rounded full. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go 16 just because living on the edge. So that's our avatar. And the last bit was, my brain might not help me do this, but I have to figure out the path. Let's try. And if we don't, enjoy this avatar here, which is dynamic. And I'll do another stream or a follow-up to show how to actually, I imagine we need an array field. So basically that field where you can add stuff. And then each of them, instead of being a text, is a relationship picker. Actually, that's probably more interesting than displaying the image. So Keystatic config. Look at this. Can I do this? Fields dot array, and inside of it we have a field dot relationship. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to close the loop. Did I just do it? Is that all I have to do? Array field must be, yeah, okay, so now it's crying out loud because I have created a thing that has a related thing that's not an array. So let's delete that. Fair enough. I understand where you're coming from. Look at this. Oh no. Are they all broken? No. Because I have to, again, this is the Git stuff. Like it's saved, but it's not saved on the remote. It's connected to the remote, so I have to push that change. Heck no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna create a new post. Let's try a new post. Test. I have to put the new slug here. Publish date is right there and then today. Yes. Image. We don't want an image. Word count. Very long. Post. Items. Authors. Where's my related authors? What's going on? No, I broke it. All right, this is the end. This is horribly wrong finish. I will be back and I will figure out how to nest. I should have stopped 10 minutes ago, actually. Here, I probably have to not nest them like this, but in a different way. But you can have a field array that then has multiple fields inside it. I'll figure that out. What I want to do next is have these two display an array of relationship pickers. And then I want to display the image instead of the cat. Yes, now I've borked all of it. Abandon, abort. All right, now you're happy. Oh, now I've deleted it, so it's broken. All right. Am I trying to throw a Hail Mary last second? I should probably not, but I feel like I will. Okay, now, okay. Refresh this. Let's go to post, learning loop. We're gonna add Boris, save. It was already on there. Pull it. I hope I'm not disappointing you too much. I started so well. All right, so now tell me that I have in my images public authors. Yeah. And what about content authors? No, content post learning loop. Do I have the... I don't know what's happening. All right. This is the end of the journey. I love to see this. I'm going to pull that on screen because right now I feel terrible. So I'm going to put that here. Thank you so much, Faizan. One of the best teachers and YouTubers I have seen. I'm trying to get better. Like, there's something with my brain that stops working when I am live streaming. So if you watch that stream, watch the first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That was good. And then we kind of got stuck. But this is part of the game. Thank you so much for watching. I promise I will be back tomorrow with fixing this relationship array picker and all the stuff. Thank you and have a nice day, night, evening, breakfast, whatever.